Okay, this will be the video for short paper number 1. Remember that you are writing a marketing plan. I've divided the marketing plan up into 10 parts. Of these 10 parts, they will make, well, I refer to them as short papers. You're going to write a little bit at a time for the marketing plan and pull it all together at the end of the semester. So when you write these papers, please do not make statements in your writings of this paper will cover or this paper's topic is, because you're not writing a paper, you're writing a section of the marketing plan. So you need to have your thinking that way when you write these short papers. Also, make sure that you keep the same point of view in all of your short papers. For example, if you want to take the point of view that you work for the company and you are writing a marketing plan as if you work for the company, so you'll say things like our product line includes, or we do it this way, that's perfectly okay. Now, if you want to be on the outside of the company with your point of view and you're looking in, they do this company's product line consists of. Either point of view is fine. Just be sure to keep the same point of view for every single short paper you do. Be consistent all the way through. The short papers do not have to have cover pages, but they do have to have your name on it, cover the topic of the paper, and references. There needs to be a reference system as well as a reference list at the end of each short paper. Okay. I will have a separate video to help you a little bit with references, but this video mainly will be covering, getting you started into paper number 1. It's very common for students to make mistakes in paper number 1 because you don't know how I'll grade and the writing style and what's to be covered, that kind of thing. So that's very common. But these papers will be out of 30 points. I'll use, make sure that you do attach it as a Word document, and that I'll be able to read it. I think it's Word 2010 document, and attach it to your gym, to a message sent through your gym email account. And then I will open it with Word, grade it with the editing tools, so it's a different color and little text bubbles and over in the margin and that sort of thing. And then I'll send it back to you. But short paper number 1, let's walk through that one, and you'll have the information so you can get started on short paper number 1. Let's see, it's entitled Product Description. It's probably going to be about a page to a page and a half. When I give you approximate lengths, that's an approximation. Also, when I give you what I'm looking for in these papers, I'll tell you exactly how many sections, what the section headings should be or something similar to them, and what you should put in there. When you're looking at that in your writing, you're going to ask yourself, is it that easy? It is that easy. Don't make it harder than it is. Don't make it too difficult. There are certain things that need to go in a marketing plan, and that's what you'll learn as you write what I request. Okay, so take your product that you've selected, and remember, you can always change your product, but up and through turning in paper 2. But make sure you do not have a product that someone else has signed up for. Be very specific with your product and those sorts of things. You can always see the sign-up list there on Blackboard, but to sign up or change, you have to send me an email. Product description. It's about a page and a half. With this, it's going to have 2 or 3 sections depending on what you choose to include in your first paper or in this part of the marketing plan. Short paper number 1, product description. Section 1 should have a heading, something like product description. And yes, I want you to describe the product, even if it's a simple product. If you have a soft drink, it's a cola flavored, carbonated drink, this sort of thing. Comes in plastic bottles, glass bottles, aluminum cans, and fountain syrups. So you describe it that way. What is the product, its packaging, etc. If you have something very complex like an automobile, I am not asking you to simply give a 12 pages list of the features of the product. That's not what I'm asking for. I'm asking for a description of the product. So an automobile might be a 4-door mid-size family sedan, or something along those lines. It's a economy car, luxury car, sports luxury, or something. Describe it in that way. If you have an automobile and you say it can come in, all these different packages, no, you choose one of those packages. You need to be specific. It is your product, is this product, this car with this package. That's your product. So describe that in this first section. You can get by in the description with a paragraph, 2 paragraphs, whatever it takes to describe your product. And in that description, it's not only what is this product exactly, but who manufactures it, who's the parent company, the product's name, the manufacturer, and describe that product. Section 2 is the optional section. If your product, your company, or something related to it has an interesting history, or has a history that's pertinent to the name or pertinent to the product itself, then you might want to have a history section as your section 2. It's a product history or corporate history or something like that, or both of them. If you want to include that, this is where you would do that. And then section 3 would be a section including other products that this company manufactures and markets. If I have, let's say Mountain Dew is a product that I have, it's distributed by PepsiCo, and other products they have are Pepsi and things like that. So, what are other products there? If you have a product that's manufactured by, say, someone like Procter & Gamble, I do not want a list of all 300 brands that Procter & Gamble offers. List things, like they offer detergents, like Tide detergent, and products ranging from detergents like Tide to diapers, Pampers, or something like that. So you can give a range with a couple of brand names in there if they offer a lot of products. But if you do include the history section, then you will have 3 sections. Section 1, product description, and I would prefer you to use section headings like product description, not numbers. Do not call the first section of this first paper section 1, because you're going to have multiple sections throughout all these papers, and your numbering is going to get off. It's going to get very confusing. But you'll have a product description section. Then some of you may choose to have a product company and or product company history section. And then the third section would be other products manufactured by this company. So everyone will have 2 sections, but some of you may have 3. That's pretty much short paper number 1. Do not forget to put your name on there, maybe in a heading or at the top, and then also to have references. Give credit to whoever writes things that you're quoting, or chunks of facts and information that you're taking from someone else. Give credit for that. Your referencing system, there will be a separate video for that. It'll be posted in the next couple of days.